Ever wonder why some movie announcements spark instant outrage? Uh, Hollywood's recent push for inclusivity, while often celebrated, hasn't been without its battles. Um, it's a complex issue where artistic vision, fan expectation, and the desire for representation collide. Uh, let's explore some films that faced significant backlash over casting choices and unpack the stories behind the controversy. In 2025, Disney's live action Snow White stirred debate before a single frame was shown. Um, the casting of Rachel Zegler, a Latina actress, as the iconic princess drew criticism from those who believed the role should be reserved for someone fitting the character's traditional description. Uh, Leaked uh, set photos, and deciding, uh, of course, the conversation wasn't simply about skin color. It was about preserving a classic story versus modernizing it for a new generation. The 2016 Ghostbusters reboot faced a truly hostile online campaign. The all-female cast was met with outrage from some who viewed it as a forced attempt at feminism. The film became a target for uh, negative comments and harassment, overshadowing the actual quality of the movie. And it's a stark reminder of how deeply ingrained certain expectations can be within established franchises. Captain Marvel saw Brie Larson become the target of internet trolls, and comments she made about the lack of diversity among film critics were twisted and used to attack her. The film was review bombed uh, before its release, showcasing the power of coordinated online negativity. Despite the attempts to sabotage it, the film went on to become a major box office success. Star Wars: The Last Jedi deeply divided the fan base, and the treatment of Kelly Marie Tran, who played Rose Tico, was particularly appalling. Uh, she faced relentless harassment and racist attacks online, forcing her to leave social media. Uh, the film became a a focal point for a toxic segment of the fandom, highlighting the dangers of unchecked online behavior. The first film of the sequel trilogy, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, also faced early resistance. The appearance of a black stormtrooper in the teaser trailer sparked racist commentary from some viewers. Um, the argument that stormtroopers were clones and therefore couldn't be black felt absurd to many, but it demonstrated the lengths to which some would go to defend their narrow vision of the Star Wars universe. The Marvels 2023 struggled at the box office amid complaints that the studio was alienating its core male demographic. Um, Critics argued that the focus on female empowerment felt manufactured, and the film was labeled as the peak of the woke era in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a reminder that representation alone isn't enough. Stories must be compelling and well crafted, as often find up all about people. Disney's Peter Pan and Wendy attracted controversy for casting Yara Shahidi as Tinkerbell, leading to accusations of tokenism. The inclusion of girls among the Lost Boys also drew criticism from those who felt it contradicted the original lore. It raises the question of how much creative license filmmakers should take with established characters. The live-action Pinocchio faced backlash for casting Cynthia Erivo as the Blue Fairy. Detractors complained that she didn't resemble the traditional depiction of the character. It highlights the importance of visual fidelity for some viewers and the challenges of reimagining iconic characters. Pixar's Lightyear found itself in a cultural firestorm over a brief same-sex kiss. The scene led to bans in several countries and sparked debates about censorship and representation. It's a reminder that even small moments can have a significant impact. Strange World 2022 prominently featured an openly gay teenager, which drew criticism from conservative groups, and the film was labeled as pushing a gay agenda and faced a significant financial loss. And, it's a stark example of how political agendas can impact a film's success. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny 2023 faced skepticism over the prominent role given to Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Some viewers feared she would overshadow Indiana Jones and take over the franchise. The perception of a forced transition fueled negative sentiment. No Time to Die 2021 sparked outrage among some James Bond fans when Lashana Lynch was revealed to be holding the 007 codename. The idea of a Black woman taking on the iconic role was met with resistance from those who felt it betrayed the character's legacy. Thor: Love and Thunder leaned heavily into queer themes and diverse representation, which alienated some viewers. The inclusion of a gay character and a female leader sparked debate about the film's direction. Eternals 2021 introduced a diverse team of heroes, including deaf, gay, and race-swapped characters. The film faced criticism for prioritizing representation over storytelling, and was review bombed on IMDb. And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is featured America Chavez, a Latina character with two mothers. Some viewers criticized the character as a forced attempt at diversity and questioned her role in the story. Fantastic Four 2015 cast Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm, which drew criticism from purists who felt the character should have remained white. And so the casting decision sparked a debate about race swapping and the importance of staying true to the source material. Different forms of Spider-Man Homecoming cast Zendaya as MJ, which confused some fans who were expecting the traditional Mary Jane Watson. The character's reimagining sparked debate about staying true to the source material. The Dark Tower 2017 cast Idris Elba as Roland Deschain, which drew criticism from some fans who felt the character should have resembled the descriptions in the books. The casting decision sparked a debate about representation, and staying true to the source material is representation, as Annie, question 14, cast Quinjane Wallace as the lead role, which sparked racist comments from some viewers who felt the character should have been white. The casting decision sparked a debate about representation and staying true to the source material. Onward included a Cyclops police officer who mentions her girlfriend, which led to bans in several countries, saying the scene sparked debate about representation and censorship. Wish in 2023 featured an Afro-Latina protagonist, which drew criticism from some viewers who felt the film didn't honor Disney's traditional roots. The casting decision sparked a debate about representation and staying true to the studio's legacy. And Artemis Fowl, 2020, cast Nonso Anozie as Butler, which drew criticism from some fans who felt the character should have resembled the descriptions in the books. The casting decision sparked a debate about representation and staying true to the source material. Mulan faced criticism for removing Li Shang's bisexuality and for other changes to the story. And the casting decision sparked a debate about representation and staying true to the source material of these visions. So what does all this tell us? It's clear that casting decisions are rarely simple. They touch upon issues of representation, artistic vision, fan expectation, and cultural sensitivity. And as these examples show, they can often spark heated debate and even backlash. What are your thoughts on these casting controversies? Share your opinion in the comments below.